The classic TV series In the Heat of the Night captivated audiences from 1988 to 1995 with powerful storytelling, gripping crime cases, and unforgettable characters who reflected the struggles and spirit of the South. The talented cast brought depth and realism to the screen, leaving a mark that fans still cherish today. Many of these actors continue to shine in film and television, building long-lasting careers, while others stepped away from the spotlight or sadly left us too soon. Their journeys beyond the series are just as fascinating as the roles they played on screen, offering a glimpse into the legacy of one of television's most iconic dramas. Howard E. Rollins Jr. played Chief of Detectives Virgil Tibbs in the Heat of the Night, 1988. He was 38 years old when he first appeared in the series. Virgil Tibbs, a role originally made famous by Sidney Poitier in the 1967 film, was reimagined for television as a highly skilled, thoughtful, and principled detective who returned to the South to serve justice despite prejudice and opposition. Rollins infused Tibbs with dignity, intelligence, and moral strength, providing a counterbalance to Gillespie's old-school methods and making the character a symbol of perseverance and integrity. Outside the series, Howard Rollins was widely respected for his work in film and television. He earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor in Ragtime 1981 and delivered a powerful performance in A Soldier's Story, 1984. Yet his career was hampered in the 90s by substance abuse and multiple legal issues which sadly overshadowed his extraordinary talent. Despite rehabilitation efforts, his health declined, and he was diagnosed with lymphoma in 1996. Howard E. Rollins Jr. died on December 8, 1996 from complications of the disease. He was only 46 years old at the time of his passing, cutting short a brilliant but troubled career. Alan Autry took on the role of Captain V.L. Bubba Skinner in the Heat of the Night. 1980. He was 36 years old when he first appeared in the series. Bubba was known for his tall frame, strong presence, and fierce loyalty to Chief Gillespie, often acting with blunt determination, but gradually maturing into a more thoughtful and level-headed officer. His mix of toughness and humanity made him one of the most beloved characters on the show. Alan Autry's life outside acting was equally remarkable. He transitioned into politics and became mayor of Fresno, California, serving from 2001 to 2009. In addition, he worked as a radio host, writer, and producer, frequently developing projects that emphasized faith, morality, and family values. His career is notable for bridging both the creative arts and civic service, demonstrating his versatility and dedication. Born on July 31, 1952, Alan Autry is still alive today and is 73 years old as of 2025. Carroll O'Connor portrayed Chief William O. Bill Gillespie in the Heat of the Night, 1988. He was 64 years old when he first took on the role. As the stern but evolving police chief of Sparta, Mississippi, Gillespie initially appeared as a man bound by tradition and authority, often rough and quick-tempered. But over time, he grew into a more understanding leader, willing to adapt to changing times and social issues. O'Connor's powerful performance gave the character great emotional depth, making him both flawed and admirable, and his presence anchored the entire series. Off-screen, Carroll O'Connor was already an icon, beloved as Archie Bunker in All in the Family, where his groundbreaking portrayal earned him 4 Emmy Awards and reshaped American television comedy. His career lasted over 5 decades across television, film, and stage, marking him as one of the greatest actors of his generation. Carroll O'Connor passed away on June 21, 2001 from complications of a heart attack. He was 76 years old at the time of his death. Denise Nicholas played Harriet DeLong in The Heat of the Night, 1989. She was 45 years old when she first appeared on the series. Harriet began as a city councilwoman and later became Gillespie's love interest, adding depth and complexity to the storyline by addressing issues of race politics and community relationships. Denise Nicholas brought grace, intelligence, and quiet strength to Harriet, making her one of the most memorable female characters in the show. Outside of the series, Nicholas had already established herself as a prominent actress with leading roles in Room 222 and Let's Do It Again. She later transitioned into writing, publishing her award-winning debut novel Freshwater Road in 2005, which received critical acclaim for its portrayal of the civil rights movement. Beyond her creative work, she has also been an advocate for social justice and education. Born on July 12, 1944, Denise Nicholas remains admired both for her acting and her writing. She is 81 years old as of 2025. David Hart played Officer Parker Williams in the Heat of the Night, 1988. He was 34 years old when he first joined the series. Parker was portrayed as a kind, loyal, and good-natured officer whose humor and compassion balanced the intensity of the police department's work. Often serving as the moral center of the group, Parker brought humanity to the often difficult and dramatic cases faced by Sparta's law enforcement. Hart's gentle performance made the character stand out, creating a connection with viewers who appreciated his sincerity and warmth. Away from the series, David Hart explored theater music and writing, building a diverse career that extended beyond television. Though less widely known than some of his co-stars, his contribution to the series was invaluable, providing heart and balance to its storytelling. Born on February 6, 1954, David Hart is still alive today and continues to enjoy life. He is 71 years old as of 2025. Crystal Fox portrayed Officer Luann Corbin in The Heat of the Night, 1989. She was 25 years old when she first joined the cast. Luann was one of the younger officers in the Sparta Police Department, bringing freshness, courage, and determination to her role as she worked hard to prove herself in a male-dominated environment. Crystal Fox gave the character charm, resilience, and humanity, which quickly made her a relatable figure on the show. Beyond the series, Fox built an impressive career in television, film, and theater. She gained further recognition for her long-running role as Hannah Young in Tyler Perry's The Haves and the Have-Nots, and earned praise for her performance in the HBO miniseries Big Little Lies. Her versatility as an actress has made her a respected figure in modern television. Born on January 1, 1964, Crystal Fox is still active in acting and continues to take on diverse roles. She is 61 years old as of 2025. Hugh O'Connor portrayed Lieutenant Lonnie Jameson in The Heat of the Night, 1988. He was 26 years old when he first stepped into the role. Jameson was portrayed as a reliable, principled, and hardworking young officer who often supported Chief Gillespie and Detective Tibbs in their investigations, representing the new generation of Sparta's police force. Hugh's performance gave Lonnie both youthful determination and emotional depth, making him a character viewers admired for his sense of duty. Off-screen, Hugh O'Connor was adopted as an infant by Carol O'Connor, who later became his co-star on the series. His real life, however, was filled with personal struggles. Diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma as a teenager, he underwent chemotherapy and surgeries which left him in chronic pain. During recovery, he developed an addiction to prescription drugs, a battle that haunted him for years despite multiple attempts at treatment. Despite his talent and a bright career ahead, Hugh tragically died by suicide on March 28, 1995. He was only 32 years old at the time of his death, leaving behind both grief and a reminder of his father's deep love and advocacy against drug abuse. Anne Marie Johnson portrayed Althea Tibbs in The Heat of the Night, 1988. She was 28 years old when she first took on the role. Althea, the devoted wife of Detective Virgil Tibbs, was much more than a supporting character. She was portrayed as a caring teacher, a counselor, and a strong-willed woman who faced her own challenges while offering stability to her family. Her storylines often touched on serious social issues such as domestic violence, education, and racial inequality, adding a vital layer of realism and compassion to the series. Johnson's performance gave Althea warmth and strength, making her one of the show's most beloved characters. Off-screen, Anne Marie Johnson built an extensive television career spanning decades. She appeared in Living Color, Melrose Place, Jag Girlfriends, and many other series showing remarkable range as an actress. Beyond acting, she also served as a vice president of the Screen Actors Guild, working actively to promote diversity and fairness in Hollywood. Born on July 18, 1960, Anne Marie Johnson remains active in entertainment and advocacy. She is still alive today and is 65 years old as of 2025. Lois Nettleton played Joanne St. John in The Heat of the Night, 1988. She was 61 years old when she joined the cast. Joanne was a city councilwoman and businesswoman who became an ally to Chief Gillespie and often acted as a voice of reason in the community. Nettleton portrayed her with elegance, intelligence, and warmth, making Joanne one of the more memorable recurring characters who balanced political insight with compassion. Lois Nettleton's career, however, stretched far beyond this series. She was a prolific television and stage actress, appearing in countless shows such as The Twilight Zone, The Golden Girls, and Crossing Jordan, and earning Emmy nominations for her dramatic and comedic performances. She also had a significant career on Broadway and in regional theater, showcasing her versatility across genres. Her professionalism and consistency made her a respected presence in Hollywood for decades. Lois Nettleton passed away on January 18, 2008 from lung cancer. She was 80 years old at the time of her death. Tonia Stewart portrayed Aunt Etta Kibbe in the Heat of the Night, 1988. She was 41 years old when she first appeared on the show. Aunt Etta was a recurring character who represented wisdom, warmth, and the deep roots of family in the Sparta community, often offering guidance and grounding moments in contrast to the show's tense police cases. Stewart's strong screen presence gave authenticity and depth to her role, making Aunt Etta a respected figure in the storyline. Beyond her television work, Tonia Stewart has enjoyed a long career as both an actress and an educator. She appeared in films such as Mississippi Burning and A Time to Kill, while also dedicating much of her career to theater and teaching. She became a professor and dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts at Alabama State University, inspiring generations of students. Born on February 3, 1947, Tonia Stewart remains active in mentoring and community work. She is 78 years old as of 2025. Carl Weathers portrayed Chief Hampton Forbes in the Heat of the Night, 1993. He was 45 years old when he first appeared in the series. Forbes was introduced as Gillespie's successor, a progressive and firm police chief who carried himself with dignity and fairness while navigating the challenges of leading Sparta's law enforcement. Weathers gave the role strength, intelligence, and charisma, earning respect from both colleagues and viewers. Outside the series, Carl Weathers was already a major Hollywood name, best known for his iconic role as Apollo Creed in the Rocky franchise, as well as memorable performances in Predator and Action Jackson. Later in his career, he embraced directing and found renewed popularity with comedic roles including Arrested Development and The Mandalorian, where he also directed episodes. Beyond acting, he inspired fans with his perseverance and versatility. Carl Weathers passed away on February 6, 2024, due to atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. He was 76 years old at the time of his death. Karen Carlson portrayed Sarah Hallisey in the Heat of the Night, 1990. She was 45 years old when she first appeared on the series. Sarah Hallisey was a recurring character who represented intelligence, compassion, and resilience in the face of small-town politics and personal challenges. Carlson's performance gave the role both strength and nuance, and although not among the central leads, she left a notable impression with her poise and screen presence. Outside the series, Karen Carlson had an extensive acting career spanning film and television. She gained recognition with appearances in The Candidate, 1972, opposite Robert Redford, and the cult classic Slaughterhouse-Five, 1972. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, she guest starred on numerous hit shows including Dallas Starsky and Hutch Murder, She Wrote, and Charlie's Angels. Known for her elegance and versatility, she built a career as a reliable character actress. Born on January 15, 1945, Karen Carlson is still alive today. As of 2025, she is 80 years old. Wilbur Fitzgerald took on the role of District Attorney Gerard Darnell in The Heat of the Night. 1989. He was 41 years old when he first joined the cast. Darnell was portrayed as a sharp and determined prosecutor who often clashed with the police department while seeking justice through the courts, adding another layer of tension and realism to the show's portrayal of law enforcement in Sparta. Fitzgerald delivered the role with intelligence and authority, making the character a believable figure within the justice system. Off-screen, Wilbur Fitzgerald built a steady and versatile career, appearing in dozens of film and television projects. His credits include notable appearances in Prison Break, The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, and Law & Order: SVU. He has also remained active in regional theater, balancing stage and screen work. Born on September 15, 1948, Wilbur Fitzgerald continues to work in the industry and remains active today. He is 76 years old as of 2025. Joe Don Baker appeared as acting Chief Tom Dugan in The Heat of the Night. 1989. He was 53 years old when he took on the role. Chief Dugan was brought in as a temporary authority figure in Sparta, showcasing a commanding and pragmatic style of leadership. Baker's performance, marked by his trademark gravitas and toughness, fits seamlessly into the show's atmosphere of crime justice and Southern tradition. Outside the series, Joe Don Baker had a highly successful Hollywood career. He rose to fame with his leading role in Walking Tall 1973, which became a cult hit and later appeared in films such as Charlie Varick, The Natural, and Cape Fear 1991. He also became known for his roles in the James Bond franchise, playing both villains and allies in the 1980s and 90s. Baker's rugged screen presence made him one of cinema's most recognizable tough guy actors. Joe Don Baker passed away on May 7, 2025 at the age of 89. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Dennis Lipscomb portrayed Mayor Jim Findley in the Heat of the Night, 1988. He was 46 years old when he first appeared in the series. Mayor Findley was a recurring political figure in Sparta, representing the sometimes conflicting interests of law enforcement, community progress, and traditional Southern politics. Lipscomb played him with authority, intelligence, and a hint of tension, showing both the challenges and compromises of small-town leadership. Off-screen, Dennis Lipscomb built a strong reputation as a character actor, often cast in dramatic and mysterious roles. He appeared in films such as Under Fire 1983, War Games 1983, and Crossroads 1986, and guest starred on many television series across the 1980s and 90s. Known for his distinctive presence and understated intensity, he made lasting contributions to both stage and screen. Dennis Lipscomb passed away on July 30, 2014 at the age of 72. The cause of his death was not publicly disclosed. Afemo Omalami played Jimmy Dawes, and later Walker Harris in the Heat of the Night 1989. He was 38 years old when he first joined the series. His roles often depicted strong, grounded men who reflected the realities of Southern life and added authenticity to the show's portrayal of Sparta. Omalami's naturalistic acting style brought credibility and humanity to his characters, even when they were not central to the storyline. Beyond the series, Afemo Omalami developed a long and steady career in both film and television. He appeared in major productions such as Forrest Gump, 1994, Remember the Titans, 2000, The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, 2013, and Hidden Figures, 2016. His presence in both small and large roles highlighted his adaptability and professional consistency. In addition to acting, he has also been active in community work and has supported his wife's nonprofit efforts in Atlanta. Born on December 13, 1950, Afemo Omalami is still alive today. As of 2025, he is 74 years old. Walton Goggins portrayed Daryl in the Heat of the Night, 1989. He was only 18 years old when he appeared on the show, one of his earliest television roles. Though his role as Daryl was small, it marked the beginning of a prolific acting career. Goggins went on to establish himself as one of Hollywood's most versatile and acclaimed actors, known for his ability to embody both villains and complex anti-heroes. His breakout came with his Emmy-nominated role as Shane Vendrell in The Shield 2002-2008, followed by celebrated performances in Justified Sons of Anarchy and films such as Django Unchained 2012 and The Hateful Eight 2010. More recently, he starred in The Righteous Gemstones and the 24 series Fallout. Goggins has also produced and directed, further demonstrating his creative range. Born on November 10, 1971, Walton Goggins is still alive and active today. As of 2025, he is 53 years old. Christine Elise portrayed Lana Farron in The Heat of the Night, 1991. She was 26 years old when she joined the series. Lana was written as a spirited and independent character whose appearances added youthful energy and emotional complexity to the Sparta storylines. Elise's performance gave Lana a blend of strength and vulnerability, making her one of the more memorable younger characters of the later seasons. Outside of the show, Christine Elise is best known for her breakout role as Emily Valentine on Beverly Hills 90210, where she played a rebellious love interest of Brandon Walsh. She also gained cult recognition for her role in Child's Play 2 1990 and reprised her part in Cult of Chucky 2017. Beyond acting, Elise has worked as a writer and maintains a presence in conventions related to her horror and television work. Born on February 12, 1965, Christine Elise is still alive today and remains active in the entertainment industry. As of 2025, she is 60 years old. Burgess Meredith portrayed Judge Cully in The Heat of the Night 1993. He was 86 years old when he took on the role, making him one of the most senior guest stars to appear in the series. Judge Cully embodied fairness, experience, and the weight of decades of service in the justice system, and Meredith brought his trademark intensity and intelligence to the part. His brief but memorable appearance lent prestige to the show. Outside the series, Burgess Meredith was already a legendary figure in Hollywood, with a career spanning over 6 decades. He gained iconic status as Mickey the Tough Trainer in the Rocky films, and as the Penguin in the 1960s Batman series. He also earned acclaim for his roles in Of Mice and Men, 1939 Day of the Locust, 1975, and numerous Twilight Zone episodes. His versatility as an actor, director, and narrator made him one of the most respected figures of his generation. Burgess Meredith passed away on September 9, 1997 from complications of Alzheimer's disease and melanoma. He was 89 years old. Mel Stuart portrayed Calvin Peterson in the Heat of the Night, 1990. He was 61 years old when he joined the cast. Peterson was a recurring character who brought a sense of wisdom and gravitas to the Sparta community, often appearing in storylines that highlighted the struggles and resilience of everyday citizens. Stewart's nuanced acting gave depth and credibility to the role, adding another layer of authenticity to the show's depiction of Southern life. Beyond the series, Mel Stuart had a long and varied career in television, film, and theater. He was widely recognized for his role as Henry Jefferson, George Jefferson's brother, on All in the Family and The Jeffersons. He also appeared in films such as Trick Baby 1972 and New Jack City 1991. Stuart balanced acting with teaching, working as an educator and mentor for younger performers. Sadly, Mel Stuart passed away on February 24, 2002 from Alzheimer's disease. He was 72 years old. Fran Bennett portrayed Aunt Rhoda Gibson in the Heat of the Night 1990. She was 53 years old when she first appeared on the series. Her character, a strong, dignified woman rooted in family and tradition, brought a sense of heritage and continuity to Sparta's storylines. Bennett imbued Rhoda with compassion and quiet authority, making her presence on the show impactful despite limited screen time. Outside of the series, Fran Bennett was an accomplished stage, film, and television actress with a career spanning decades. She performed with the Oregon Shakespeare Festival and taught at the California Institute of the Arts, where she trained new generations of actors. On screen, she appeared in shows such as ER Quantum Leap Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder. Known for her commanding voice and regal presence, she became a respected figure in the performing arts community. Fran Bennett passed away on September 12, 2021 at the age of 84. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Who is your favorite character from In the Heat of the Night? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.